So let's talk about Koto Bike.
Yeah, for sure.
A tourist attraction when you come to Las Vegas. I mean, it made the news. People are always on Instagram tagging you. You always have celebrities coming through here.
Yeah.
How does it feel being like a tourist attraction inside of the city?
Oh man, it's excellent, man. Cause I'm really indulged in the culture. I really feel confident that I could really touch anybody here in Vegas. Like, I don't care what you own. I don't care what your facility is. I could link up with you. We got some business we could do. Whether you own some hotels, you own the Raider Stadium. We got some business we could do. So it's great collaboration for the tours and stuff. It allowed me to leeway into a more dominant role in the electric scooter industry, which is historic here in Vegas. So now I got like mobility scooters. I got like 25 mobility scooters, and that helps out older people or people that have recently hurt their foot before they come to Vegas. Unlike Koto Bike, the mobility scooters can go inside the hotels, on the strip. Unfortunately, since we're still pioneering Vegas, Koto Bikes can't go on the sidewalks of the strip, can't go inside the hotels. They can only ride on the roads in the bike lane. So, we're still growing that, and it's excellent because it's very attractive and it's trendy. But we had to, expand and build that customer force, and now we even do the stand-up scooters. Right. So we have the stand-up scooters, which is also iconic in Vegas because there's only 2 other companies doing it. Right. We have the licenses, the insurances to do it, so why not offer that to the people? Right. So Koto Bike is huge. It's huge for Vegas culture. We're still learning, growing, trying to get it right, but it's excellent for tourists.
Okay.
Clean.
I want to know, how difficult was it to set this business up? Because again, kind of like you said, it's only you and maybe 3 other shops maximum that are in the downtown area that have these scooters available for tourists to rent, for older people to rent, for even the younger kids in college to rent. Wow. How difficult was it to get this business up and running? Was there any difficult process with getting, licenses approved or name approvals or just the scooters down here, period?
Yeah, honestly, the startup process was very, very tough on me. I mean, it took me like 6 months of grueling nights, no sleep. And I still had a day job. I was working in property management out here in Vegas. No sleep at all, like absolutely just discombobulated, trying to figure out how am I gonna get funding? How am I gonna get these? Because, and another gem to give any entrepreneur that's out there trying to sell a product or even a service, you need to jump out there first. Before you get your LLC, and this is some unconventional advice that a lot of people are not gonna give you, but I'm gonna tell you the real. Before you get your LLC, before you worry about opening a bank account and all that stuff, if you wanna start a cleaning company, you need to jump on Wix or something, make your website doing, a cleaning company website, launch that bad boy, via GoDaddy, like your domain, make the Instagram, make the flyers, and you need to get out there and start pushing it first and figuring out what's the market like. Like, is this something that you can even invest in? Is it worth it? So that's what happened with me. Like, this is a vehicle that was cultivated about 13 years ago in Turkey. And originally, the guys that had put together this design with the fat tires and the flat board like this, they left it at that. They really didn't build it out to make it a company that was good for pop culture. So when it was time for me to figure out what electric scooter was I going to build on, it was this one, because then I had to go from finding this in Turkey to figuring out where can I get these made at. So I ended up seeing, like, man, I started in India. I was going to get them made in India. I was going to get them made in the Philippines after. And then, God almighty, the last one I chose, China. Yeah. Man, people sleep on China, man. I tell people all the time, you turn your cell phone over, China. Turn your T-shirt over, China.
That's right.
It's all China. So I reached out to the manufacturers. Everything I would ask them, they would say yes. Can I put Bluetooth speakers? Yes. Can I put detachable batteries? Yes. Can I put 2 batteries? Yes. Everything. So that's literally what happened with Koto Bike. We were able to build it out, but every single process was tough. Building a team was tough. It's still tough to this day. Coming up with fresh new concepts every day, tough. It's a constant battle. Like, I tell my team, I tell everybody, we at war. Right. When we come in here, we at war. And You know, lastly on that point, like I'm gonna write a book eventually too when it's all said and done, sooner than later actually, and it's gonna be called something along the lines of "Life sucks until it doesn't," because it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like everybody, even if you're born as a baby, or of course you're born as a baby, but when you're born, everything is all glitz and glam, and you're creating your own reality and stuff like that. But unless you're born super rich, you went through it. You know what I mean? You were digging and diving. So it's gonna suck until you learn life, and then it don't. You know, so. Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
Sure.
Just a couple of more things about Koto. Just because, I like talking about it. I've had a great experience on it. What made you want to be like colorful and bright? A lot of other scooters, they're just plain black or white or green or red. You have a lot of different colors. You're very inviting. It's very fluent when you're looking at your scooter. So what made you want to go above and beyond with the design of your Koto bikes?
Yeah, so the idea behind this too was just to have cultural freedom. I really love to ride on the idea of culture and mixing and mingling, and also making people feel comfortable. Whereas like with the Koto bikes, the bikes are identical. The only thing changing them is just the little color there. It's just like how we are as humans. We're all the same people. Only thing changes is the little factors like color of our skin, you know what I mean? Are we skinny? Are we fat? It's little minuscule stuff, right, that you can easily put a screw in, switch it out, and now you have a whole new ride. So I really like the idea of being able to personalize stuff. And that's what we're going to do even with the mobility scooters. We're going to stunt them bad boys out. The stand-up scooters, we're going to stunt them out, throw LED lights under them, put Bluetooth speakers on them, because people deserve that. You know what I mean? That's what we need as a culture. So always keeping stuff fresh and fly.
I like that. Bro. So one last question to end out the conversation of Koto. For the next 5 years, you want to make it a national brand, or do you want to just keep it like this is a Las Vegas thing? Because there is certain brands that are, it started here, this is where it's at, but then there's certain brands that just go national, Miami, Atlanta, Philadelphia. So go ahead and talk about that.
Oh, yeah. So we're definitely worldwide. Definitely worldwide with it. We're still young in the game. We've only had this storefront for about a year, had the business for about a year and a half. So we're still looking for more investments, more power players, partners that are looking to franchise or looking to take this to the next level. Because we're still learning. We're still expanding every day. Good thing is we have the physical merchandise. So, if there's ever any other entrepreneurs out there that feels like they could take us to the next level, always open to it, Our next city that I would definitely be zoned in on would be Miami.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? That's where my heart is right now. I miss it right now. I could lay on the beach right now and be a happier man. So, but yeah, so it's coming soon.
Okay.